So check this out. I thought this was great. They had a reporter was on the inside, and they had cops standing by the door. And well, let's just play it. This is at CNN in Atlanta, I believe, Friday.
You took me off the air?
No, Nick, you're still there. You okay?
Hey, yeah, okay, yeah, sorry. I didn't know if I was taken off the air. This is a live acted situation.
What did he say? I couldn't hear all
heard
of it.
that there. I was trying to get an interview with the demonstrator. He said he wanted police can do better. Police can do better. I'm here for change. We've heard the chants of no justice, no peace. Another large object just thrown there at CNN. This is our home, Chris, you know. This is where we come to work every day. Journalists who are trying to tell the truth, trying to deliver information. It's one of the noble parts about society, and these demonstrators have decided to come here today to take out their frustration and their anger, not just on...
Did you hear what he said?
No, of course. You know, you're here to incite these riots and to stoke the fucking flames and to make things worse. And you've been pushing for this. You've been pushing for it and pushing for it and pushing for it. And now it showed up at your doorstep and you're like, no, not us. We're the news.
That's
Keemstar.
Exactly what this is. We're noble. We're the truth tellers. Why are you coming at us? We've been
pandering to you. I don't understand.
We're pandering to you guys. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. This is what always happens. This is what always happens. I said it today on David, but I'll say it again. The mob might eat you last, but they're going to eat you. It doesn't matter. By the way, this is on Cuomo's show, which makes it even better, in my opinion. We're a noble profession. Okay, and all the businesses are getting burned down. They're not noble enough for you because when they're burning by the way, we talk about how shitty cops are. We do all the time. But let's be honest, CNN's been shitting on cops for years. They've been stoking. Look at the Rodney King riots now. They stoke shit all the time. The flames have been them and MSNBC probably more than anybody else just really waiting for this to pop off. Now they're hiding with their tails between their legs behind a fucking line of cops going like, protect us, guys. Guys, leave us alone.
Yeah,
we're the truth tellers.
As awful as they are, the fucking cops are awful too. These fucking pieces of shit. Yeah, but I thought you meant like the CNN going, please, cops, come here. But watch how they fucking rushed there. While every small business is burning down, while your little fucking cake store is burning down, they don't give a fuck about that. They have to protect their masters over there at CNN. And they have to protect their betters.
The CNN building in Atlanta is actually connected to. They have to a Hilton. It's a CNN hotel, but it's run by Hilton. That got completely wrecked too. And watching this is the guy, by the way.
Yeah, because nobody gives a shit about hotel workers. Again, we have to protect our propagandists, and we have to protect our. You saw these cops creating walls around City Hall, the banks, the fucking media companies. Like, do you not see a little bit of a fucking connection there? Like, I understand these looters are awful, these rioters are awful, but the problem with what this is doing now is it's going to be a full fucking 180, and now everybody's going to start, oh no, these poor cops, they're so brave. Yeah, they're so brave, forming human meat shield walls around CNN. Get the fuck out of here. They should have let that place go.
Really ready. You just see something else happen there. Another demonstrator threw what appeared to be a large object.
And I was saying that today too, earlier on Daywave. I was saying they're not standing there in line protecting your little tobacco shop or your vape shop. They're not standing in line defending Sally's dress barn. They're defending They're defending CNN, these bastions of truth. And the good part about this is, and I mean, I don't like any of this writing or any of this stuff, but the really good part about this is seeing that these motherfuckers, no amount of pandering, no amount of hit pieces that you do on white people, no amount of Don Lemon saying, race is the real problem, while they all go to their gated community in Connecticut and fucking don't have to deal with the real life implications of this in any single way. Watching this, let me continue this because he does kind of have a moment of clarity, just a moment. It's a glimmer, and then it goes away. Watch.
Change. We've heard the chants of no justice, no peace. Another large object just thrown there at CNN. This is our home, Chris, This is where we come to work every day. Journalists who are trying to tell the truth, trying to deliver information. It's one of the noble parts about society, and these demonstrators have decided to come here today to take out their frustration and their anger, not just on the police, but it seems on our CNN center as well.
A noble part of society, the ones that had to settle for a Catholic school student because you guys called them a Nazi and a racist without any facts. The noble part of society that leaked the interview, that leaked the debate questions to Donna Brazil. The noble part of society. You fuckers ain't noble. Stop fucking pretending. And the fact that sometimes I wonder, do they know they're lying or do they believe their shit?
Well, these police officers now are advancing. They're grouped together as those objects continue to fly, being blocked by SWAT team shields. There appears to be one person in front of the demonstrators, Chris. I don't know if you can make him out on camera.
I'm sorry, but cops that are out, responding to actual crimes, defending little neighborhoods, investigating rapes and sexual assaults and all that kind of stuff. They don't deserve this kind of treatment. In my opinion, any cop that goes there and fucking puts their life on the line to protect CNN. I'm not saying I want anything bad to happen to you, but I'm certainly not going to lose any sleep if somebody
says there's a sheriff station that's connected to the same building as CNN. That's what they're saying. But
imagine dying for these fucking cunts. Imagine losing your life defending the CNN building. What a fucking waste of a life.
Bandana on with his shirt off. He's trying to keep his crowd back. And it appears as though this is happening right live in front of us, that they're understanding the gravity of the situation here and what might escalate next.
So, Nick,
as this is happening, you're seeing just next to us, Chris, they're taking objects out of McCormick and Smicks to try to remove large objects away from the demonstrators.
Oh, shit, Timberland was there?
Right.
Go ahead, Chris.
Nick, are the cops that are inside the CNN Center the only cops that are there? Or are there more cops on the back side?
Please tell me there's more cops coming. I need
any
more
way
cops.
to send more?
Can we pull some more cops out of the riots and have them come here? I'm scared.
This crowd.
No.
Well, Cuomo's in New York. He's not being affected by this.
We're giving you a different vantage point, a different perspective. There's a larger police presence, but what has happened here in the last 20 minutes is, as the demonstrators were pushed out in front of the big red letters out there in front of CNN Center, pushed into the main intersection, they started to move, sort of down more towards Centennial Olympic Park. And they took advantage.
Have they tried to send Chris Cuomo down to do some burpees and some squats in front of him? Has he done any clean press to show how buff he is? You think that'll help if he impresses them with his physique?
Oh, man, I wish the COVID took him.
Police not being in this area, they started to throw rocks at these windows, and it was just before we joined you live on air that this situation unfolded. It is unreal to see this. I know I keep using that word, but you never think something like this is going to happen here. Atlanta has been historically a city that, has held demonstrations, even during the rash of police shooting of African-American men in 2015. This was a city that held large demonstrations, but they were by and large peaceful. This is nothing but.
Now, how long has this been going on, Nick?
They've been here since 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Been there for a while.
We understand it was a smaller crowd which gathered this afternoon, and it was about 7 o'clock that we started to get alerts from our national desk that they were throwing projectiles out in front of CNN Center, doing graffiti. We showed up about a half hour later, and within minutes, things took a turn. Here comes another object being thrown by a demonstrator in a mask. Now more reinforcements being brought in, coming behind our photographer, William Walker. What's going on, Kevin?
So what they're doing is...
They're calling for more shields, guys. Things are getting really bad out here, Chris.
Nick, what they're going to do is they're going to create what they call a phalanx, okay?
Oh, okay. Hey, guy, Como's got it.
So what they're doing is called the phalanx. This actually was invented by the Romans, my people.
Wasn't it the Spartans?
It was probably the Greeks, but still,
He'll take the credit for it.
But, us Italians, we like to take everything the Greeks had already done, and we like to take credit for it. Everything the Romans ever did, they just stole from the Greeks, and they made it more stylish. And then we just take credit for it. A bada bing!
They're going to create an angle of these shields. And what they're going to then have to make a decision to do is to either hold, which is they expect these windows to be broken and people to advance. And this is going to be the line that the officers draw, that you will not come any further than this.
Guys, I'm trying to film my
hand with your skateboard.
Guys, I'm trying to film my skate tape right now.
Yeah.
You guys are killing it for me.
Decision that's more complicated for them is whether or not to move forward, because they only have where this white guy with the skateboard is standing.
Where this white guy with a skateboard is standing. Notice the crowd behind him. What it's predominantly black people, right?
No, it's the white guy with the skateboard. He's leading them. Look, he's standing up front.
It's the white guy that's doing it. Como, thank you. Finally.
Sentient said Tim Pool skated first, so
it's true. This guy fucking I think that actually might be Tim Pool's co-host with a haircut. But did you notice that little thing? Even there while they're attacking their building, the race baiting continues. It's amazing.
I gotta
white guy with a skateboard.
I gotta honestly tip my hat to their fucking dedication to their craft. You know what I mean?
Yeah, even
I might actually drop the bit if my building were being surrounded by blacks and they were throwing rocks at me. I might go, all right, look, we're full of shit. I get it.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
They're going, man, these whites. Am I right, guys? Huh? Don't worry, we'll trick these fucking schwatzes. We'll get out of here.
That's the only way out of the building for them. And they will not fit through there.
Yeah, that's right.
And that is a very dangerous thing to do. So they are doing a stand and hold right now. What are you hearing?
Well, it's pretty clear that these officers are nervous. They're seeing this situation de-escalate. They're trying to, as you say, hold this line here. And to the credit of the police officers so far, we have seen them not use much force.
Yeah, that's the problem now, though. See, the issue is that, unfortunately, the only way to stop this is going to be with force. I know. It fucking sucks. And the last thing I want is more cops fucking shooting people. But what do you do? At what point? How much of a city needs to burn before you do something?
See, but that is the point. Like, there will be force. If these people actually try to attack something that matters to the fucking power structure. Again, they're not defending your little businesses. They'll let your whole fucking neighborhood burn. They don't give a fuck about you. You pay taxes to people who don't give a fuck about you. But fuck with CNN. Fuck around and find out right now. You think these fucking... And I know, look, I get it. The looters are detestable. They're awful people. Everybody in these riots are awful people. We've established that. So I don't want to hear, America's supporting that. But these cops are awful too. Because they're only enforcing the law in certain little select areas where your fucking powers that be, where your betters are staying. CNN and fucking Wells Fargo and all these other fucking... anything where there's fucking rich, certain people, okay, in control. Again, if those people tried to breach that door and get in there, they'd be fucking dead. They'd be dead in a heartbeat, okay? And so, yeah, I get it. Rioting and looting's awful. These people are all garbage humans. But the cops are still garbage humans who are sitting there putting their life on the line for the propaganda machine. That's how so they're either awful or they're stupid, and either way, they're not needed. They're just not needed. I'm sorry. Everybody keeps saying, like, what are the cops going to do? These people have been towing a certain line, these looters and these rioters. These rioters are not fucking stupid. These rioters, they might be stupid in certain ways, but they have they have basic self-preservation in mind. So they know better than to try to get into the CNN building. You notice they stood out and they huffed and they puffed outside of the White House for 3 fucking days. Did any of them get into it? No, because they know if they try to do certain things, they'll get lit up. So to say that, like, the looters are awful. I get that, right? But these cops aren't doing their jobs. They're not protecting your neighborhoods. They would absolutely resort to violence right now if these people tried to get to the president or the bankers or the media folks or literally all the people who are fucking laughing at you, who have been laughing at you for 4 years, even longer, okay? They're safe. They're safe and sound. Because the minute you try to get in that door, you're dead. You're fucking dead. They have no problem using violence. They're just not using violence to look out for you. They're just not using violence to defend your neighborhoods.